Hello, hello, it's Wildberry coming to you from the Appalachian Trail. In 2023, I thru-hiked the entire Appalachian Trail, and as I was hiking it, I dreamed of bringing my grandson back to the trail, and that's exactly what this adventure is about. Join us in episode 2 of my trip back to the Appalachian Trail. Day 1 took us to Kidron, Ohio, where we visited Lehman's General Store and had a great time looking through all the many square feet of merchandise. The second day brought us to Manchester Center and in Vermont, and we ended up at the Lybrook Falls where we hiked up to the waterfall. Colton had a bloody nose and we crashed in the parking lot. The following morning we woke up to a car that would not start, and so we had to have a little tow. However, that meant that we got to enjoy extra food, including carrot cake, the biggest piece I've ever seen, and we made our way back to the Appalachian Trail for a little hike on Bromley Mountain. We were able to stay at the Green Mountain House Hostel and enjoy spending time together playing games, including checkers and Monopoly. While my car hung out at Langway Chevrolet. These are pictures of the way up to Bromley Mountain, where Colton had his very first hike on the Appalachian Trail. It is Tuesday morning and we just climbed down from Bromley Mountain and we are going to be eating breakfast at Bob's Diner. I'll show you a picture from the outside, but here's a quick inside. So I have to say the food was good. Hikers would especially love it. It's fairly close to the trailhead. Cleanliness was not real up to par, but hey, each to their own, maybe. All right, we are getting ready to head back to the car dealership. I need to try and get some answers. I'm getting a little frustrated because they've had it for a whole day and then today, and they said they were getting me in yesterday morning, so I had to try and be patient, I know, because they were working me in, but still I need an answer so I know what I'm doing for the next several days. Also, weather, it looks like rain for the next foreseeable future, and so that's a little disheartening, but we will figure it out and we'll see what happens. I just got out of the dealership and they still don't have an answer for me, so I'm starting to get pretty frustrated. I don't know what to do. The more we stay in town, the more money I spend, and that drives me nuts because that's not what I was wanting to spend my money on. So, I don't know what to update you with other than that. I will be back at some point. Still waiting. Later in the day. We found an enormous bookstore, and so we are upstairs reading in the children's department right now. Colton's picked out 3 books. I got one for his sister and one for myself, so at least we have something to do right now. In a little bit, we've decided we're going to get ice cream, and beyond that, we don't know what else we're going to do. Likely we will be sleeping the night in our little bitty Jetta car if ours doesn't get fixed, so I'm sending up prayers that they give me a call soon and at least tell me what's wrong with it and then get it fixed. Okay, I'll show you our next adventure. Current situation, sitting on a park bench, eating ice cream cones, drinking coffee, and still waiting. We are at Veterans Memorial Walkway we're just going to take a little stroll around here. There's some big steps.
Big stone. The first one's wide.
Mm-hmm. So since the last time I saw you, things have taken a major turn of events, and I am now situated on a side of a mountain. Side of a mountain. And I will be staying with Colton in that camper back there. So let me introduce you to the homeowners and trail angels. I got trail magic today.
Roseanne.
So we've got Roseanne
And Dave.
And they live in this lovely abode here, and their daughter is somewhere behind us, entertaining Colton. So what prompted you to invite me to your home today?
I work at the dealership, and your car is there still being worked on, figuring out the wiring issue that you're having. So when I found out that you were going to sleep in the car, I immediately knew we had the camper and wanted you to come up and just enjoy a little bit of relaxation instead of stress.
And I am eternally grateful for you guys, and I, again, just love how things work out. And we were talking just a few minutes ago about some of your favorite sayings. Do you want to repeat a few of those?
So, don't sweat the things you can't change. Sun is warm, grass is green. And the wise man once said, wherever you go, there you are.
Yep.
Words to live by.
I love it. So I just want to officially thank you from the bottom of my heart and Colton's for letting us have a soft bed to sleep in tonight and a comfortable place to hang out with. And it was fun visiting with you guys. I truly appreciate you.
Definitely fun.
Thank
and I'm
you.
so glad that we got to meet you.
Me too. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
No problem.
Good morning. I am heading back into Manchester Center today because hopefully my car will get fixed today. But this is where I stayed last night. That was the camper. Roseanne, who is one of the people who works at the car dealership, invited us to come back to her house and make use of the camper. So we did that. Now we are heading off to Manchester Center again. And hopefully by the end of the day, we'll be on our way towards the White Mountains. So I hope all of you have a fantastic day, and we will chat soon. This is a little roadside attraction. Oh, I almost squished a frog. A roadside attraction called Table Rock. It's actually found on Google Maps. And it's just down the road from where I stayed last night. It's kind of cool. They made some giant chairs. Tree was growing in the center of it. They got plates. That is fun. Just an interesting landscape feature. Oh, there's even an apple on that plate. That's funny. All right. Back to the car and on to Manchester Center. If there's anything else along the way, I will obviously show that to you because I wouldn't want to leave you out. Have a good one. Good morning, little friends. We've got our dog watching the sheep.
Sheepy, sheepy, sheepy.
Once again, we are eating out for breakfast, and we are at a little place called Up for Breakfast. It is kitty corner from the Mountain Goats outdoor center, sporting goods store in Manchester Center. You have to go up the stairs to get to the restaurant. It's above one of the storefronts, and it's just a little bitty kind of hole on the wall, and I'll let you know how the meal is. Somebody's eyes might be bigger than their stomach. This is mine here. So Up for Breakfast definitely gets my 2 thumbs up. And if I had to choose between this and the Bob's Diner, this definitely is the winner. So as long as you're prepared with cash, you are, go ahead, going down, honey. You are going to be pleased with the results here. So you come out, and down that way is the Speckled Goat. I think it's that brown building, which is the outfitter here in Manchester Center. So we came to the local park here, and Colton decided he wanted to run, so I'm letting him get out that energy. He says he's going to run 1 lap and see how long it takes, and then he's going to run a second one and see if he can beat it. I'll let you know how it goes. So you did that in 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Good job. How are you going to do it in the next lap?
I'm not going to do the next lap.
You changed your mind already?
Yeah.
Okay. Good job. I'm impressed. This is a really nice place. I think maybe as a hiker, I don't know if you could take a swim there, showers, who knows, but it's worth looking into. This park has pretty much everything. There's a skateboarding area, there's tennis courts, there's several playgrounds, baseball, softball diamonds, basketball courts. Just a good little area. After walking to the rec center and playing, we came back into town, had some shakes, and we met a couple of thru-hikers who were waiting to get back on trail, so we did a little trail magic and gave them a ride back up to the Appalachian Trail head. We then had magic ourselves, got my car back, and took off towards New Hampshire. This morning, we are waking up in a Walmart parking lot in Gorham, New Hampshire. And I slept really good actually last night. So you'll have to check out the previous videos, but I did have a 5-day stint where I did not have my car. We had an electrical issue in Manchester Center, Vermont, and so we just got it back finally yesterday. I look like the masked man here, or masked woman. And we just got it back yesterday and continued our adventure. I'm hoping to meet up with Angela and her hubby in the next couple days and help shuttle them around town, do trail magic, and go on some little Appalachian Trail hikes with my grandson. He is still sound asleep down here in the back of my little Trailblazer. So I have discovered that it is possible for 2 people to live in a very small SUV. And it was kind of chaotic in here until just recently. It's still not the best, but I had things everywhere because I was going back and forth between this car and our rental car, and then trying to throw it all back in here and get on the road yesterday. It was like an explosion. So I've got a little bit of order to it now, and I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable. I've got some trash to get rid of in a dumpster, and then we're just going to go, I think, hang around town today and hopefully connect with my friend and see what transpires from there. So come along for this fun adventure. Hey Colton, what are we doing?
We're going to train.
Here, take that down from your mouth and tell me again. What?
We're going to the train.
We are heading up to the top of Mount Washington, which is that summit right there. How are you feeling about this adventure? I know. How are you feeling about this adventure?
And finish their trip. Now, if they were actually able to hold any more water, they would be too heavy to climb up to the summit. That's why so 500 gallons is right around the sweet spot. Because they also need to haul an entire ton of coal. Because that's what they burn to get up to the summit. They burn an entire ton of coal. It's really why we only run our steam engines 2 times a day. Because a ton of coal is a bit of an environmental nightmare up there at the summit. Maine starts in Georgia and goes all the way up to Maine. Either way, it's a little over 2,000 miles long. It takes 19. We're actually in the works of building an 8th biodiesel here. We're hoping to start that project end of this summer, work all the way through the winter, have it up and running next summer. Cross our fingers. Train comes to a stop. With those older coaches, you actually have to spin 2 manual brake wheels. One's attached to the up mountain axle and one's attached to the down mountain axle, just to get your coach to stop. Trail, ridgeline, some streaks running down that mountain. Now that was from a few landslides we had in 2017. Right here on Mount Washington, with right around 20 minor weather systems dodging in and around our mountain. Basically just creating a homing beacon for the horrible, horrible weather. Mount Washington is also the highest peak here in the Northeast, so there's no other mountains to stop that wind from just hitting our summit. And you're starting to probably feel some of that wind now, especially that temperature has dropped just a little bit, and you'll definitely feel it. Once we get up over this hill, a lot of these trees will get out of the way, and these are still trees that we're seeing off to our left and right hand side. These are called scrub pine. Now these scrub pine only grow to right around 4 feet tall at most. Most of them really only grow up to my hip. We had Dartmouth College come out a few years ago, did a study on these trees, found the oldest ones up here to be close to 200 years old. And in my opinion, 5 feet by any means, still a good time to go home and tell your friends and family you did the Appalachian Trail.
So we are back on the AT, and Colton is freezing.
Now it's sunny.
It doesn't take long for the weather to change. Lift your eyes and look to the heavens. Who created all these? He who brings out the starry host one by one and calls them each by name. Because of his great power and mighty strength, not one of them is missing. Do you not know? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. He will not grow tired or weary, and his understanding no one can fathom. He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Our chariot is coming back up the mountain to pick us up. There's another one there.
It's getting too close. I need to take aid.
We have found our, I think, camping spot for the evening, but you know me and my plans. They do change frequently. So Colton is going to start grabbing some firewood just in case we're able to build a campfire. I am parked here. And this is my first time using a little Coleman fuel stove. My dad loaned it to me, so I've got that boiling some water. And we are going to have cheddar broccoli soup for dinner. That is the current plan and situation. Today we were in touch with Angela, whom we came out to the trail to help support. And they will not be at Pinkham Notch, which is kind of where I thought we would meet them, until Saturday. So today is Thursday. We took the COG train up Mount Washington to the summit, which was a totally different feel than hiking up there like I did last year. I did get a little weepy, not weepy, I didn't cry, but I just got a little emotional because it just took me back to the hiking the trail and seeing all the thru hikers and being incredibly jealous.
And she almost cried.
I almost cried. I did not cry. Almost cried, right? Which doesn't take much anyhow. So that being said, it was cold up there, but we had sunshine and clear skies for most of the time. Go away. And came back down. It was beautiful at the base. And then we just took, as you exit the COG, it's a long road back to the main highway. And there's a trail, or a gravel road. It's, I think, Jefferson Trail or Jefferson Trail Road, something like that. And alongside of it are all these little pull-offs. This one actually has a fire pit. I'll show you already in another visit. Yeah, I'm probably the only person who brings Pampered Chef pots and pans on a camping trip. And then this is just Colton's stuff. What is that? Garbage? Oh, that's our garbage, actually, that we will pick up before we leave. Don't worry.
Bears come.
Yeah, Colton doesn't want to see any bears.
Don't want to get eaten by them.
He just doesn't want to get eaten by them. We'll try and prevent that.
And I hope Nana gets...
Hey!
I'm kidding.
So, tomorrow is supposed to be rainy. It's supposed to start actually at around 5 this evening. Makes me a little nervous for this road if it's torrential rain, which is supposed to rain every hour until tomorrow 9 o'clock so far is what I saw. So we'll just kind of play by ear. If the roads seem to be washing out or anything, we'll probably buck out of here during the middle of the night. Whatever, it doesn't matter. And then tomorrow, because of the rain, I do think we will go into Gorham and do laundry and spend some time inside and possibly get a camp. There was a cute little cabin I passed on the way over here. It's about 45 minutes from Gorham to the COG. And there were some cute cabins that we passed on the way. Might do that. I only wanted to do one night in a hotel on our trip, so that would constitute as a cabin also. I just kind of wanted to rough it and live out of the Trailblazer. So as of now, that's what we've got. I will bring you back if I find anything interesting. We might take a little walk up the road. There was a stream with some waterfalls, so we might check that out a little bit, but it is a bit mosquito-y and flies. There's actually a fly on my phone right now. But so far, we haven't been bit too bad, so. All right. Oh, you guys just saw that fly through the screen. Go ahead, my phone. All right, take care. Thank you for joining our adventure, and come back for episode 3 as it's released.